Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Diamond's astonishing journey, the allure of Diamond Head for the bold and the beautiful star. Diamond shared a photo from one of Hawaii's most famous landmarks and got ribbed by his on-screen son. On Saturday, November 9, the University of Las Vegas football team, the Rebels, defeated the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors 29-27, and the bold and the beautiful's Diamond couldn't be happier. His son Anton was on the winning team, and he and his wife Cindy Ambuel were in the Aloha State to cheer him on. The couple shared several fun photos and videos of their time there, and the actor recently posted another fun pic. Aloha and behold, one of Hawaii's most famous landmarks is the profile of a mountain called Diamond Head, known by the locals as Liahi. Many vacationers like to get their picture taken in front of it, and although Bill Spencer, tried to resist doing so, he couldn't help himself. Sharing a selfie on Instagram with the famous mountain in the background, Diamond captioned it, "I tried to resist the pull of the typical Diamond Head photo. I really tried, but, well, whatever, judge me, I don't care." Darren Brooks, who played Bill's son Wyatt on B&B, responded, "I'm judging you. Malama ka aina aiki pono." Not knowing what Brooks meant, Diamond responded, "At theater in Brooks, if that in any way refers to my mother, I'm coming for you." The phrase is a Hawaiian motto for taking good care of the land, and Brooks was just messing with his on-screen dad. Maui wowie, what a day. One of Diamond's followers referenced Bill's nickname in their response. Wouldn't expect anything less from Bill. Great pic. His fans loved the photo and one replied, "Aloha, my favorite place." The response was overwhelming as many shared their love of visiting the state, with one writing, "Nothing better than the Diamond Head photo." "Oh my Bill, Katie has no idea what she is missing," responded one fan who was referring to the fact that since Poppy, Romy Park, is out of Bill's life on the show, he's been trying to woo back his ex, Katie, Heather Tom. Whether or not that happens remains to be seen, but fans enjoy living vicariously through Diamond's world travels that make him seem as extravagant as Bill. The Bold and the Beautiful, a soap opera that has captivated audiences for over 3 decades, is renowned for its intricate plots, dramatic storylines, and larger-than-life characters. From passionate love affairs to family feuds, the show has kept viewers hooked with its ever-evolving twists and turns. One of the stand-up performances over the years has been that of Diamond, an actor whose portrayal of the complex and compelling Bill Spencer Jr. has made him one of the most memorable characters on the show. Diamond's character, Bill Spencer, also known as Bill, is one of the soap's most iconic figures. A ruthless businessman with a heart that's as cold as steel, Bill has had some of the most turbulent relationships in the history of the Bold and the Beautiful. But what many may not realize is that Diamond, the actor behind this complicated character, has had a fascinating journey of his own, both on and off the screen. In this article, we'll explore the significant role that Diamond's character, Bill Spencer, has played in the Bold and the Beautiful, how his storylines have resonated with audiences, and how Diamond was pulled in by the Diamond Head of Hollywood, becoming an essential part of the show's ongoing success. From the beginning, Diamond's journey to the Bold and the Beautiful, before landing his role as Bill Spencer, Diamond was already a familiar face in the world of daytime television. Born Donald Edelstein on December 31, 1962, in New York City, Diamond began his career as a model before making the transition to acting. He first garnered attention for his role as Brad Carlton on The Young and the Restless, a role he played from 1985 to 1996. His portrayal of Brad, the handsome and charming businessman, made him a popular figure in the world of soap operas, and his fan base grew rapidly during his tenure on the show. In 2009, Diamond joined The Bold and the Beautiful, stepping into the role of Bill Spencer Jr., a character who would go on to become a central figure in the series. Bill Spencer was a businessman with ties to the iconic Spencer Publications, a media empire he inherited from his father. While initially introduced as a somewhat straightforward antagonist, Bill quickly evolved into a multi-layered character, driven by a mixture of ambition, insecurity, love, and a desire for power. Bill Spencer, the billionaire bad boy. When Bill Spencer made his debut on The Bold and the Beautiful, audiences were introduced to a character who was unapologetically ambitious, brash, and sometimes downright ruthless. Bill was not only a successful businessman, but also a man who was unafraid to use underhanded tactics to get what he wanted. His relationship with the Forrester family, particularly with Ridge Forrester, was fraught with tension. Bill would often clash with Ridge, competing for control of Forrester creations or vying for the love of women they both found desirable, such as Brooke Logan. Bill's dark side became a defining characteristic of his personality. Early on, he was portrayed as a villain, a man who would stop at nothing to get ahead in the business world, even if it meant hurting the people closest to him. His dealings were often questionable, and his past was filled with shady business practices. In some ways, Bill was a reflection of the archetype of the power-hungry tycoon, but with a complex twist. Beneath his aggressive exterior was a man who struggled with his own vulnerabilities, insecurities, and desire for love. But Bill Spencer wasn't just a businessman. He was also a man of passions. His relationships with the women in his life, particularly with Brooke Logan, Katie Logan, and more recently, the complicated bond he shared with Steffi Forrester, showcased the vulnerability beneath his tough exterior. Bill's love for Brooke, in particular, was one of the most enduring storylines in The Bold and the Beautiful. His infatuation with her was obsessive at times, yet there were moments where his softer, more caring side emerged, though always accompanied by his characteristic flaws, such as his overbearing need to control situations and people. Diamond's ability to play the multidimensional nature of Bill Spencer allowed the character to evolve. Over the years, Bill's softer, more relatable side has been revealed, showing him as a man who was capable of growth and self-reflection. His journey from antagonist to anti-hero has been one of the most compelling arcs on the show, allowing Diamont to showcase his acting range. Pulling in by the Diamond Head, the magic of Diamont's performance. What makes Don Diamond's portrayal of Bill Spencer so captivating is not just the complexity of the character, but also Diamond's own journey in becoming an integral part of the Bold and the Beautiful family. While the role of Bill Spencer was initially one of a typical antagonist, Diamond's depth and emotional investment in the character allowed him to take Bill in directions that surprised both the audience and the writers. Bill Spencer, over time, became a more sympathetic character, someone who viewers loved to hate and hated to love. The notion of being pulled in by the Diamond Head refers not only to the character of Bill Spencer, but to the way Diamond himself has been pulled into the intricate web of the Bold and the Beautiful. As the show continued to evolve, Bill Spencer became more than just a businessman scheming for power. He became a character who was pulled into his own personal dilemmas, forced to confront his past mistakes, and was drawn into increasingly high-stakes family dramas. This shift in the character mirrored Diamond's own deepening involvement in the show. In the world of soap operas, characters often find themselves involved in long-running, interwoven storylines that span years or even decades. The Bold and the Beautiful is no exception, and Diamond's Bill Spencer has been woven into the fabric of the show since 2009. Through his relationships with key characters, his role in Spencer Publications, and his rivalry with the Forrester family, Bill became one of the show's central characters, with storylines that engaged viewers on both a business and emotional level. Diamond's performance has been central to this evolution. The actor has often spoken about the challenges of playing a character who is both loved and hated by the audience. But it is precisely this duality that makes Bill Spencer such a fascinating figure on The Bold and the Beautiful. Diamond's nuanced performance allows Bill to remain a compelling presence on screen, even as his character makes mistakes, engages in moral ambiguity, and participates in conflicts that hurt those he loves. Bill Spencer's relationships, a source of drama and development. One of the central aspects of Bill Spencer's character arc is his complicated relationships with the women in his life. These relationships have been a source of constant drama and development for the character. Bill's love for Brooke Logan, his turbulent marriage to Katie Logan, and his flirtation with Steffi Forrester have all contributed to the emotional depth and unpredictability of the show. 1. Bill and Brooke, the love that could never be. Bill's obsession with Brooke Logan was one of the most iconic and long-running storylines on The Bold and the Beautiful. From the moment Bill entered Brooke's life, he was captivated by her beauty, strength, and independence. Their on-again, off-again relationship became a defining feature of the show, with Bill often fighting against his own desires and ego to try and win Brooke's heart. But Brooke, a character with her own history of romantic entanglements, was never fully able to commit to Bill, and their relationship was often filled with emotional turbulence. Bill's obsession with her, and his efforts to control the situation, were both compelling and maddening for viewers. Yet as time went on, Bill's character began to soften, revealing a more vulnerable side, one that was capable of love, even if it was often misplaced or misguided. 2. Bill and Katie. The heartbreak of a broken marriage. Bill's marriage to Katie Logan, Brooke's sister, added another layer of complexity to his character. Their relationship started off with promise, but it was quickly marred by Bill's infidelities, his obsession with Brooke, and his inability to fully open up emotionally to Katie. Their marriage unraveled in dramatic fashion, with Katie finding out about Bill's affair with her sister and ultimately leaving him. The breakdown of their marriage was one of the most painful moments in Bill's storyline. His love for Katie was evident, but his inability to change his destructive patterns ultimately cost him the woman he loved. The aftermath of their divorce, and the emotional fallout it caused, became a major turning point for Bill's character, forcing him to confront his own flaws and insecurities. 3. Bill and Steffi, a complicated bond. More recently, Bill's relationship with Steffi Forrester has been a source of intrigue and drama. Steffi, the daughter of Ridge and Taylor, has been a key character on The Bold and the Beautiful for years, and her interactions with Bill have often been filled with tension and chemistry. Their complicated bond, marked by moments of passion and mutual respect, has been another example of how Bill's character has evolved over the years. Despite their differences, Bill and Steffi share a mutual understanding of each other's ambition and determination. However, the relationship has been marred by betrayal, emotional baggage, and the difficult dynamics of family loyalty. As Steffi continues to be a central character in the show, Bill's interactions with her remain pivotal to his development.